running back has it. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. Fighting off the defender. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to convert this second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Rides to back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a young.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking left. He's got it. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Hoover. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, TCU.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a... play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's in open space downfield. It's a running room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Gives it on the option. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the grab. It's Staples. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's got a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll immediately call timeout. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball. Down 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Still running at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Baker. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fakes to grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thomas. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of...
Looking for more room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The option look. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Staples. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half.
He's got it! And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking for room. It's Payne. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Hoover. Takes a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Might be calling a hot route.
Terrier!
Wide receiver going in motion. They want to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the right side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McAllister. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Payne. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a hit. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game this far.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Payne. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's loose. Oh, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He makes a catch, and he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Wide open spaces. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The play-action fake. Fakes to grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Hoover. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but, man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. He's got to tighten up those details.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A 10-yard
All right,
loss
this
on the
offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to...
There he goes! They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line. Second down coming up.
So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarter.
Going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Using his feet to buy time. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the first down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Now improvising. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's McAllister. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit there.
Caught behind the line. It's Payne. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. The quick out. He's brought down. Good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. Oh, it's a running room. Inside the touchdown.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for space. It's Barnes. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but But he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Horned Frogs about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Staples. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's now 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Oh, he wants it all. Got it. And it's a touchdown. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody.
Turns it on down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for the score! Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. Hard running there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now on first down from the 28. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense.